Hello. People often say I'm absent-minded. But when it comes to money, I'll never miss a beat. The ones who you could never dream of reaching my level. Ooh. When I arrived home, I immediately walked into the study and picked up the phone. Sorry to bother you. Are you by any chance the president of Kotani Incorporated? On the other end of the line, the voice of a middle-aged man full of anger replied.
小谷だ。お前はなんだ?
You must think I'm weak just because I sound young. My name is Azai Kyousuke. Nice to meet you.
Azai Kyousuke.
His voice faded.
そうか、お前が浅井ゴンゾーの懐刀か。
Right hand man. People used to say that I was just a little small fry that leached off of his father's position. Looks like people's opinions of me have risen recently.
浅井工業のブレーンが出てきたのなら話は早い。そっちが勝手に食ったうちの島についてどう落とし前をつけてくれるんだ?
The Azai Corporation is a Yakuza group with diffuse connections throughout both the underworld and the police force. It's also a major member of the Soa Alliance. My father, Sai Gonzo, is one of the leaders of the pack. Sai Gonzo. Due to police crackdowns, the days when Yakuza used force to fight over territory have passed. On the verge of collapse, the Yakuza bosses gathered together and proposed a peaceful coexistence doctrine. They then began to use legitimate businesses as fronts. This is something. The one that acted as a spearhead for this conversion from underground society to the normal world was the Azai Corporation. Compensating? Well, you certainly don't sound too calm about this. On the surface, the Azai Corporation is legal, but it really is just a Soa branch company. Basically, the Azai Corporation is the front for Soa. It manages the group's financial affairs, like real estate, construction, tourism, dining, theme parks, golf courses, and much more. Our revenue compares favorably with even the biggest legitimate corporations.
中央区にあるクラブとホテル、あそこはうちが独占でやっていたはずだがな。
Unfortunately, we have some disputes with other organizations within the circle. For example, the person yelling at me right now. Of course, these types of conflicts are common in business, and they should be common sense by now. Yet these Yakuza are still stuck in their old ways of settling things with informal dealings like this. I'm terribly sorry, but there wasn't anything that suggested only you could open clubs and hotels there.
バカ野郎! あそこはうちがもう10年もケツ持ってるんだよ。知らねえわけねえだろうが。
He's right. I knew about it. I also know that those hotels and clubs make up most of his revenue. Nothing in this world remains constant, even long-term collaborations. Otherwise, you'd never see divorces, right?
なんだと?
His breathing became wild. Kodani-san, you seem to have misunderstood something. This isn't about us trying to take over your turf. We're merely expanding our market. It's just that our company worked a little harder than yours. This is a legitimate business. Within that context, is there really any need to ask a competitor's opinion on how we should conduct ourselves? At that moment, I heard something break on the other end of the line. He probably kicked over his desk out of anger, insulted that he was being criticized by a mere boy.
おい、小僧。うちだって総和連合のフロント企業なんだよ。いわばうちと浅井工業は兄弟みたいなもんだ。
And?
ふざけんな。兄弟の島食い荒らすような真似しやがって。てめえ筋物の息子のくせして仁義ってもんを知らねえのか。
Technically, I'm not a part of the family. And anyway, Azai Gonzo never taught me such courtesies. Azai Gonzo told me this, instead. When talking to idiots like this man, one must have the mind of a hunter before his prey. Oh, sorry to change the subject, but I believe your company has a lot of cash at hand, right?
あ?
They came from illegitimate business deals, didn't they?
てめえ言葉には気をつけろよ。どこにそのネタがあってんだ。
I checked up on your company's recent actions. I found contracts from backdoor dealings in order to conceal your income in numerous bank accounts using fictitious names. Don't you think the police will be interested in these documents?
でたらめ抜かすな。
Oh, I didn't let up on my prey. I'll just go ahead and make these public then. I can imagine the expression on his face.
脅す気か。
Of course not. I've always preferred legal methods when it comes to settling disputes. As long as you can accept our recently opened clubs and hotels in the Central District, I'll be quite satisfied. A murderous cry poured from the receiver. It was filled with humiliation. And with that, he finally surrendered. After all, I held the ace. All that's left is to put just a tiny bit more pressure on him. Well then, it's been nice talking to you. Okay. When I put down the phone, I checked my email and picked up the phone once more. Hey, it's Kyousuke. Thanks for taking my call. This has been my life ever since I met Azai Gonzo. I'm calling to speak to you about the bill from the Showa Management Company. An enormous sum of cash circulates under my direction, yet I'm not even a formal employee of the Azai Corporation. Yes, I read your proposal, but that's not enough. I'm just a student, but my decisions can cause companies to go bankrupt, or even condemn people to ruin. Yes, generally speaking, a company needs to prepare 3 copies. The only thing I learned up until now is that money is everything. 1 copy for the shareholder, 1 copy for the bank, and 1 for the business you're dealing with. Of course, each copy needs to be slightly different. I'm sure you know this, right? Everyone lives for money. Their lives revolve around money. That's correct. No. That company won't last much longer if you ask me. Sure. Age, sex, occupation. None of these matter when compared alongside one's accumulated wealth. Not at all. If you're happy with my advice, I can give you as much as you want. Right. Everyone fears and respects me. But I won't stop here. I want more power. At the moment, it's just the Azai Corporation, but someday I'll take over all of Sowa. Then I'll have the power to affect society as a whole. Politicians, CEOs of multinational corporations, they'll all bow before me. What I want is the position of the puppet master in the shadows. It's just like... So you're going to be a hero, huh? Then I'll... Like, what? A sharp pain is throbbing in my forehead. What's going on? The person on the other end of the line asks. Oh, it's nothing. I look forward to doing more business with you in the future. I quickly hang up the phone. I never bother to remember anything from my daily life that doesn't have anything to do with money. School, for example. I rested for a while in the living room. Suddenly, I was watching my hands reach out for a coat. My memory of that day ended there. Chapter 1. The icy winter wind blew away all of my drowsiness. Once again, I go to school. I don't have to think at school, so it's fun.
兄さん、
え Kanon suddenly burst out from behind the wall of the apartment.
兄さん、もうお前、ほんとこちくしょう。
Ow! She put a death grip on both of my arms. What on earth are you doing so early in the morning?
なんだよってこっちがなんだよだよ。
She started pouting unhappily.
兄さんにはほんと参っちゃうぞ。
Okay, I got it. Can you just let go now?
何がわかったんだよ。
What? Her eyes seem to be searching for something. Sorry, I'm clueless.
約束したでしょ。
Promise?
やっぱり忘れてるんだ。私が練習してるからスケートリンクに来てねって言ったじゃない。
Ah, now that she mentions it, I guess I did say something to that effect. Oh, about that. I'm sorry, really. I better come up with a good excuse.
どうしてくれる？どうしてくれる？
Well, I'm really sorry. I lost my wallet yesterday and spent all that time looking for it.
どこで？
Central Boulevard.
何しにセントラル街行ってたの？
I was with Tsubaki.
バッキーと？なんで？
Aki is what she calls Tsubaki. You don't have to perform a thorough interrogation. We were just hanging out. Kanon's mood seems to be worsening with each passing second.
それにしたって電話一本くらい入れてくれてもいいでしょ。
I'm really sorry.
頭撫でてくれたら許してあげる。
Alright. No matter what, she'll be happy if she's being petted. In an instant, her surly mood dissipated.
よしよし、許してあげる。許してあげる。
The person being patted on the head is saying, "Good boy."
今日こそは練習見に来てくれるんだよね。
I know. I'll definitely be there. I better remember to do so this time.
よし、じゃあ一緒に学校行こうね。
Kanon stuck to my side naturally. Hey, don't latch onto my arm. As the weather was slowly getting colder, the Kyousuke students were wearing warm winter jackets. So he just forgot
先
anyway.
生聞いてよ。それでね。
I said something about Kanon and he still forgot. After we finally arrived at the school gates, we were greeted by the same scene as yesterday.
僕スポーツも得意なんだ。
Once again, Eiichi is unleashing an attack of love upon our unfortunate Miss Noriko. And for the record, I'm pretty sure he sucks at sports. Christ, Eiichi, you can't just fling out a transparent lie like that.
特にサーフィンかな。
He can't surf at all. What's he going to do? Practice until summer?
こういうのを予定嘘って言うんだよ。嘘も真実にすれば嘘にならないっつーの。
Quite the cunning boy.
嘘だー。
Kanon suddenly started shouting.
どうしたの、アザイさん。
Kanon's pretty famous at school. Everyone knows her, including the teachers. But let's save that story for later. At the moment, Eiichi's face is beginning to convulse.
のんちゃん知ってるよ。A ちゃん泳げないじゃない。何言ってるんだよ。
このアマ余計なことを。
だって今年みんなで海行ったよね。そん時 A ちゃん溺れちゃってガボガボ言ってたよ。
泳げねえってのに、おめえが面白いからドーンとかいうノリで俺を海に突き飛ばしたんだろうが。
栄一くん、何ブツブツ言ってるのかしら。
なんでもないよ、なんでもないよ。どう見ても何かある顔してるぞ。
Kanon displayed a teasing smile.
嫌だな、カノンちゃん。あれから泳げるように特訓したんだよ。本当かな、本当かな。どこのプールで特訓したのかな。
Well, he's lying, so there's no way he'd be able to answer. I wonder how Eiichi is going to escape this dilemma.
僕日直だから先に行くね。
Come on now, running isn't going to fix the problem.
エイちゃん、今日日直じゃないでしょ。待って。
It is going to get you away from it though. And so the demon chased the clown. Despite the bitter cold, school is still peaceful. Eiichi arrives at the classroom with Kanon right on his tail. Perhaps it's because he sprinted the entire way, but Eiichi can't even stand up straight anymore.
兄さん、兄さん。
On the other hand, Kanon didn't even break a sweat.
のんちゃん、授業が始まるまで寝るね。
Oh, are you tired because of the morning practice?
昨日ね、パパリンと夜遅くまでお話ししてたから。
With Gonzo? Did Papa say anything?
頑張ってオリンピック行けって。パパとっても優しかったよ。
Yeah. Oh. My worries seem to be piling up into quite the mountain, but I won't think about it much at school. Hey, I just noticed it, but what's in the bag? Kanon was carrying a duffel bag in addition to her backpack.
体操着が入ってるんだよ。
Oh, right, we have PE today. Isn't that a designer brand?
兄さんが買ってくれたんじゃない。
Oh, yeah, I was.
じゃ、のんちゃん寝る。
She passed out as soon as she got to her seat. It was almost like something out of a comedy manga.
おい、京介。
Eiichi called out to me the moment Kanon was down.
今の俺の気持ちわかるだろ。
Say what now?
あのアマ、カノンはよ。なんつうの、おめえの妹だから今まで多めに見てきた感はあるんだよ。寛大な俺ちゃんはよ。
Listen, man.
でもマジ限界っつうか、あんま調子こいて俺の狩りを邪魔されっとリアルにトサカに来るっつうか。
No, I'd say the problem here is the methods you employ in your hunting.
うるせえ、今日は部活だからな。
Huh? Club activities? I'm afraid the only club I belong to is the Going Home Club. Oh.
てめえ、何寝言こいてんだよ。秘密教室作っただろうが、誓い立てただろうが、俺とお前で宇宙征服するんだろうが。
I have the feeling I did do something like that.
忘れたとは言わさねえぞ。
Don't worry, I remember. The lab equipment storage room, right? Upon hearing that, Eiichi's mouth curved into a mischievous smile.
あ、放課後な。
Eiichi walked out of the classroom. I looked around at my fellow classmates. It seems Shiratori is absent today. Homeroom is about to begin.
間に合った
How rare! You were almost late. Tsubaki smiled shyly upon hearing my greeting.
夜更かししてたら寝坊しちゃってね
Ow. You were writing in your diary all night, weren't you?
なんでわかるの
It was an easy guess.
昨日は浅井くんと遊んだからたくさん書きたくなっちゃったんだよ
Are we going to be hanging out again today?
あ、覚えててくれたんだ
Oh, of course. But the thing is, something just came up, and Eiichi and I are going to have to take care of some business on campus. So would you mind meeting up somewhere instead of waiting for me?
いいよ昨日行った喫茶店で待ち合わせしよう
If anything happens, just call me. You still have my cell number, right?
バッチリ
Tsubaki flashed me a brilliant smile.
それにしても今日も白鳥さんお休みみたいだね
Yeah, did you hear anything about it? Tsubaki shook her head apologetically.
宇佐美さんも来てないし
Usami Haru, huh? She transferred here only yesterday.
宇佐美さんにも電話番号聞こった今日から友達になってくれるって言ってたし
Don't you think it's kind of weird to say something like, let's be friends starting tomorrow?
そんなことないよ宇佐美さんきっと恥ずかしがり屋さんなんだよ
I've been thinking this for a while now, but your kindness is really intimidating. You know that?
え
Nothing. Class is about to start. We return to our seats. And so, even though lunch break arrived, Usami was still nowhere to be found. Ah, Miki-chan, I really want to thank you for the other day. I was on the phone.
エイちゃん嘘は良くないぞ
だから嘘じゃないってば。もう勘弁してよ。
Eiichi looked like he was going to cry while he stuffed his face with pudding.
お菓子ばっかり食べてるから性格が曲がっていくんだぞ
毎日違うお菓子食べてるからいいの。
そんなのわけわかんないよ
いいの、僕のポリシーなの。昨日はチョコで今日はプリンなの。
Well, come to think of it, he does actually eat something different every day.
今日もいいお天気ですみんな仲良しでグッドですまる
Everyone's passing the time in their own way, as usual.
じゃあ今度の日曜日に温水プール行こうよ
今度の日曜日はペットの餌を買いに行くからダメ。
カノンちゃんエイチ君を信じてあげなよってあれ
Tsubaki's eyes widened.
あれ宇佐美さんじゃない
あ、本当だ。
As if seeing a lighthouse in a storm, Eiichi sprinted over.
あの髪型からして間違いないよ。
おーい宇佐美
Kanon gave her a nickname, just like that. seems like Usami finally noticed us. I had just finished my phone call. Pretending to be a playboy is hard work.
うさみん、こっち来なよ。
Everyone was waving at her. Usami cautiously approached us. Her monstrous head of hair billowed, completely ignorant to the laws of physics.
あー、どうも。
うさみん、いつ来たの？
さっきっす。基本朝とか脆弱なんで。どうして屋上にいるの？はあ？
いや、はじゃなくて、昨日もここで会ったよね。
いや、深い意味はないっすけど、高いところとか好きなんで。
Tsubaki walked straight toward her.
うさみさん、うさみさん。
え、
今日からお友達だよね。
Tsubaki looked extremely happy.
誰っすか
critical hit.
ってあ、すいません、思い出した。
思い出してくれた？
うん。
She stuck her chin up in the air.
私は宇佐美春だ。お前の名は？
なんかすごい凛々しい。椿です。
よし、椿か。覚えたぞ。
のんちゃんも。私カノン。
いいだろう。カノンだな。覚えた。
僕H。
あ、いや、一日二人が限界なんで。ちょっと。椿、カノン、いいか？私のことは勇者と呼べ。不満か？
不満じゃなくて。なんで？
理由は特にない。だが、今まで私の仲間になった人間には必ずそう呼ばせている。
なんかよくわかんないけどいいよ。私もいいよ。それで友達になれるんなら。勇者さん。
Why is this scene so bizarre? She seems like she's really enjoying this.
うん。私は今とても気分がいい。よってお前たちにも役職を与えよう。
Jobs?
椿、お前は僧侶だ。
僧侶？何をする人なの？
癒し系だ。
癒し系？バッキーにぴったりだよ。ねえねえ、のんちゃんは？
お前は戦士だ。
おお、戦士強いぞ。僕魔法使いがいい。
エテ吉さんはスライムとかがいいんじゃないですかね。
Slime.
ちょっと仲間に入れてよ。いや、なんかエテ吉さんってゲルっぽいじゃないですか。
ねえねえ、兄さんは？
Me?
あ、宇佐美さん、 彼は浅井くんって言うんだよ。
Tsubaki went to the trouble of introducing me.
そうだな。
She checked me out from head to toe. What? As if she just discovered something shocking, Usami's face suddenly tensed up.
まさか。どうしたの？
I can't read her face. It's a strange expression, or rather, she's expressionless. It's as if she's thinking about something and having no thoughts at all at the same time.
ねえ、兄さんは何かな？やっぱり遊び人かな？いや。
As Usami parted her lips, the bell that signaled the end of lunch rang. Haha, I have no idea what's going on, but it's nice to meet you. I extended my hand, hoping for a mutual response. What's wrong? Did we meet in a previous life?
一ついいか？
Usami put on a strange expression.
浅井はただの学園生じゃないな。
Oh, is he not? Are you a fortune teller? I'm just an average run-of-the-mill student that can be found anywhere. She's a strange one.
今時の学生が友達になろうという時に握手なんて照れくさいことをするか？
Now that she mentions it, I suppose that's true. What kind of girl in this age would have others call her a hero for no reason? The habits from my job subconsciously surfaced.
それはそうっすね。
The corner of her lips tugged into a grin. What about this is amusing, exactly? We should hurry back. We've got PE.
そうだった。急がなきゃ。カノンちゃん、体を動かすの大好きだもんね。今日はバレーボールだ。宇佐美さん、行こう。
Kanon pranced off with her usual excessive energy. Aren't you coming, Usami? She silently stared at me. I'd better ignore her. See you down there, then. I left the roof in a hurry. I don't know why, but I could feel her lingering gaze on my back all the way back to the classroom. Break time. I was called to the faculty office. While I'm at school, I try to avoid attracting attention or provoking the judgment of my peers. Of course, that involves a bit of effort outside everyone's line of sight. But due to my frequent skipping, I'm occasionally called out by the teacher. I didn't bother putting effort into the pop quiz yesterday, so now my math teacher's out for blood. He's got that passion for education thing going on.
おい、浅井。先生はな、お前はもっとできるんじゃないかと思ってるんだ。
No, I tried pretty hard.
昨日のテストにしてもそうだ。お前、わざと答えを間違えてないか？
Of course not.
まあいい。ちょっとこの問題解いてみろ。
There was a worksheet laying on the teacher's messy desk. He tapped his finger over the logistic curve on the paper. What? Right now?
早くしろ。補習だと思え。
Looks like neglecting the quiz was a bad call. Alright, I'll do it. I held the pencil and gazed at the questions. This here goes like this.
浅井なら簡単だろ
The teacher was staring at me like a hawk, observing my every move. Don't stare at me like, ah!
なんだ
The lead snapped. Well, just look. The desk is a little bumpy, don't you think? If one were to look closely, one would notice the many small holes on the desk, along with countless scratches.
教師の机ってのは使い込むもんなんだよ
Oh, come on. It's just a desk. Trying to write on this thing messes up the characters. And look right here. It even made me tear a hole in the paper.
うちうち言ってないでとっととやれ
Ah, break time's over. Even then, the math teacher wouldn't let me go. Then again, it wasn't all that bad. Compared to my job, school's heaven. After school was over, I crept over to the lab equipment storage room. It's usually locked. But a teacher let me borrow the key once, and I secretly made a duplicate. This is Eiichi's in my territory. Let the secret club activities begin. Eiichi was in the hall, waiting for permission to enter the room. Beast.
解雇されること。
Babies.
胸部中央に歯を唱えた突起。
Rabies.
とても怖い。
Wannabes.
イエーイ。
And thus, the password check was complete. Very well, you may enter.
神、お久しぶりでございます。
Yes, it's been half a year.
いやー、1ヶ月ぶりくらいです。神は本当に忘れっぽいですね。
How rude. My time is infinite, and therefore my concept of time isn't as specific as yours.
申し訳ございません、神。
Okay. Eiichi knelt in front of me.
っていうか、神、相変わらずダサい被り物してますね。
Silence, mortal. You're the one that made me wear this in the first place.
そうでしたっけ？
If you feign ignorance, God will become wrathful.
申し訳ございません。たびたび助けていただいたご恩は一生忘れません。
Oh. Yes, the fact that you can enjoy this existence is all thanks to me.
はい、のりこ先生の電話番号を教えてくれたのも神でした。
Yes.
のりこ先生がお酒好きというネタを教えてくれたのも神でした。
I'm glad you understand.
でも未だにのりこ先生と年頃な関係になれないんですが。
That's your problem.
まあいいです。では早速今回のお願いなんですが。
Sure, let's hear. There's nothing I can't do. Eiichi lowered his head.
気に入らない人間がいるのです。
How tragic. It is simply human nature that one cannot avoid hating another.
そいつはあろうことか人の恋路を土足で踏み荒らしやがったのです。
Oh, that's truly unforgivable.
どうか神、そいつに神の裁きを、復讐の鉄槌を。
No problem. What's her name?
ノンです。
Who?
浅井カノンです。
Hey, wait a minute.
どうしたんですか神。あなたは今まで数々の悪の手口を僕に教えてくれたじゃないですか。
Yeah, but this is completely different.
バレずに女子トイレを覗き見する方法とか、バレずに排便する方法とか、こっそり職員室に忍び込む方法とか。
Hold it right there.
僕はもういい加減頭にきたんですよ。あいつが邪魔をしなければとっくにノリコは僕のものになってるはずなんです。
Oh, come on. You're projecting here. Besides, Kanon is my...
神は神でしょ、唯一神でしょ、妹とかいるわけないでしょ。
Looks like he's going to get his revenge one way or the other. Cool down. Kanon may be a spoiled brat, but she's not a bad person.
ああ、
Don't me.
ああ、
Don't me either. What are you, an infant?
お前に可愛いキャラでぶりっこしても無駄だったな。
I already know what you're really like.
どうしてもダメですか？
No.
もういいよチキシャー。
Alright, meeting adjourned. God has better things to do. After putting the cone hat on the rack in my makeshift dressing room, I walked out into the hall.
てめえがこんな薄情なやつだとは思わなかった。
Revenge isn't a good thing. Eiichi looked like he wanted to spit on the floor. If it's a girl you want, I can always introduce you to another one.
やだ、年上で大卒で年収1000万じゃないとやだ。
Oh, please. That's utterly impossible. No, it wouldn't be that impossible. The only problem would be that I'd have to use my other non-student persona to introduce him to such a woman.
つまんねえからゲーセン行こうぜ。
About that.
なんだよ、どうせお前は授業終わったらセントラル街でナンパに明け暮れてるんだろ。
Not this time. I promised I'd meet up with Tsubaki. Tsubaki.
はあ、んな約束お前のいつもの忘れっぽいキャラですっぽかせや。
Tsubaki. We're going to buy CDs together. We were together yesterday, too. You know, this could be the start of a brand new love.
ほんと頭がピンクのやつはこれだから困るぜ。
Come on. A promise is a promise.
ただお前はチャラ男くんの癖して妙に義理がたいっていうか友情に熱いっていうか主人公属性つけてっから腹立つんだよな。
That's actually rather satisfying. See you tomorrow. It seems that the school's opinion of me meets my expectations.
俺も帰ってウサギに慰めてもらおうっと。
If I maintain this lie, others will begin to see it as the truth. When I came upon Central Boulevard, the streets were already illuminated by the endless rows of neon lights. It would appear that I'm a bit late. Pushing back the suffocating crowd, I walked toward the cafe Lapis Lazuli.
いらっしゃいませ。1名様ですか？
The waiter greeted me with a single finger raised. No, someone's waiting for me. As I glanced around the cafe, I realized that I couldn't find Tsubaki. Excuse me, did a girl wearing the Kyousuke Saki uniform stop by? Kyousuke? The waiter tilted his head a bit. She carries a diary around everywhere.
ああ、はいはい、いらっしゃってましたよ。
Did she already leave?
男性の方と一緒に見えられて、ついさっきまた一緒に店を出て行かれましたよ。
What? Don't tell me. What was the man like?
女の子にしきりに話しかけてましたね。色黒で体が大きくてジャケットを羽織ってましたよ。
Yep, a con artist. He probably saw Tsubaki as an easy target. Generally, con artists won't immediately bring their prey into their office. Instead, they'll talk with girls in some place with a nice atmosphere, like this cafe, trying to measure them up. That naive girl. At the best, he wants her to work at this hostess bar. At worst, he'll want her to... Even though I had just arrived, I immediately left. True though. Yeah. There are 4 operational talent agencies of varying sizes along Central Boulevard. All of them are under the protection of Azai Gonzo's organization. Of course, they all know what the Azai Corporation is. Even though I didn't want to resort to this, I really had no choice. I dialed on my cell. This is a call from the Azai Corporation. Has your agency been in contact with a girl named Tsubaki in the past few hours? She'd be wearing a Kyousuke uniform. An hour passed.
アザイ君
Tsubaki walked down the dark stairs of the building. I finally found you. It's nearly impossible when you don't carry a cell. Despite being picked up by a con artist, she doesn't seem to be in any bad shape. Picked up... what happened? I pretended to not know anything.
なんだかね、写真を撮らせてほしいって頼まれてたの。ファッション雑誌のカメラマンの人に声をかけられてね。
Oh, that's fun though. Wow, not bad. You are pretty cute.
そんなことないよ。ありがとね。
That smile almost ended up in a dirty magazine. But you promised you'd meet me at the coffee shop. You shouldn't just go off with strangers.
ごめん。それは本当にごめんね。でもその人すっごく熱心にお話ししてて、断るのもかわいそうで、浅井くんに連絡して相談しようと思ってたんだよ。でもセントラル街って公衆電話が全然ないんだね。そしたらその人が事務所に来てくれれば電話を貸してくれるって。
Seriously? This girl has absolutely no sense of danger or suspicion. So, what about the photographs?
一枚も。なんだか急に帰っていいって言われて、丁寧に出口まで見送ってもらったよ。
Of course, that would be respectful after hearing the Azai's family name.
私、審査落ちしちゃったみたいだね。
At that, I could only crack her eyes smile. Forget about it. It's no big deal. Let's go get that box CD.
ごめんね、待たせちゃって。
After we bought everything, we casually strolled along the streets.
浅井くん、どうして2枚も同じ CD 買ったの？
You don't know?
なんだかわからないけど、ごめん。
I explained as I looked at the 2 CDs. The first is for my collection. I'm never going to open it. Room decoration only.
へえ、本当に好きなんだね。私、バッハは G 線上のアリアとトッカータとフーガくらいしかわからないよ。
Well, those are some of his most famous pieces. The CD is centered around Shakone.
シャコンの
To be specific, it's the Partita number 2 in D minor. It's played exclusively by violins, so it's very hard to put together.
パルティータ
There are many versions of this Shakone. The most famous is probably the one by Usami, but personally, I'm not too hot on that one.
うぞに
Although, while Bach's polyphonic compositions are excellent, of course, I do think that some of his works that hold back a bit were in their complexity and difficulty, pieces much like Air and Fugue that allow the audience to enjoy the beauty of their melodies, have a charm of their own.
あ、うんうん。
The French suites are an astounding example of this. If we wanted to talk performers, Leonard plays the best harpsichord on those pieces, but you'd have to give me a little more time to think when it comes to the piano.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Even though I've said this much, please don't think of me as a diehard fan. I still don't really understand the appeal of his church cantatas, for example.
浅井くんってちょっとマニアックなところあるんだな。今日もありがとうね。可愛い日記も書いたし楽しかったよ。
In the end, what sets Bach apart from the rest is...
まだ続くんだ。
We arrived at the station before we knew it. Oh, I promised Kanon that I'd come watch her this evening. Skipping out twice in a row would drive her nuts.
そうなんだ。ごめんね。遅くまで付き合わせて。
Nah, don't worry about it. Just a second, I need to take this.
あ、鳴ってるね。カノンちゃんかな。
I grabbed my phone. Hey, oh, Miki-chan, what's up? Oh, yeah, right. Really? Well, let's grab some dinner next time, okay? Yes, see ya. It was nothing important. Sorry, Tsubaki. I have to go now.
浅井くん。浅井くん。
Tsubaki was forcing her lips shut, swallowing her tension. What? Yeah?
CD 貸してくれると嬉しいな。
Sure, no problem. I'll give it to you a couple days from now after I finish listening to it. Was that really it?
じゃあまた明日学園でね。
It seems that she's still hiding something. Oh well, who cares? After saying goodbye, I left for the skating rink. Oh great. Bye!